2, 1.
All right, so just out of curiosity, man, I want to know who y'all's top 5 MCs are. It could be independent artists or it could be mainstream artists. And then after y'all give me y'all's top 5, give me y'all top 5 local artists from our hometown.
Okay.
I'm changing my list from what I last said. So, top 5. I'm going to pick artists out of a whole different generation. So, Tupac, Drake, Young Boy, Tupac, Eminem, Drake, NBA, Young Boy, Travis Scott.
Okay, I fuck with that. What about you, Trell?
Shit. And this is definitely not in order. So, two recent people I fuck with, OMB Peasy, Mo3, and I guess you would say, I wouldn't say my influences, but who I consider pioneers and shit, Wayne, 50, and Tupac, me.
Okay, that's what's up. And then on a local level, who's y'all's top 5? It ain't got to be in chronological order or anything like that. You know, just
rappers or artists.
Artists.
Okay,
creators.
That makes my list a whole lot easier now. Like, okay, cool. Artists. Myself, King James, Mitchie Moore, Young Pharaoh, Courtney Moore.
Okay. What about you, Trell?
Is better not get me in trouble because everybody I worked with is dope. But as a consumer, you know, comes with music. Definitely got to say, Ayla Faye, Codeine OG Diggs. I was one of the coldest freestylers. Cat O'Brien. Yeah, definitely got that song. Wayno. So,
all right, bet. And
can I give Ed Blair a special shout out because he like one of the few rappers in the city that's not scared to rap with me. See, that's why my list was so hard. I don't really work with a lot of rappers around here because I think cats be scared to rap with me. So salute to you for being one of the few rappers I can rap with.
It's all love. I appreciate it, man. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I just don't look at it from a competitive aspect. Like, I probably should, but I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like I just been at it long enough to a point where it's like, it just is what it is. Like,
I do. I'll be honest. I do. Like, because I came up on rappers that, like, oh, I'm about to body y'all on this track. But it's always love. Like, I wouldn't do the track if I didn't think you were good. Right. So that's why we work, because you're good. Like, the song that we have together that's going on your album,
fine.
You and Zach came with it. So I'm like, oh, I gotta come with it. They're vets in the city already.
I got it for Trell when he came to the crib one day. I think I did play it for you, but if not, I definitely can let you hear it when it's finished, like mixing wise and everything. But I appreciate that, Sherdizzil. Yeah, man, like I was saying, I think it's different for me because I was in a group early on. So, like, I got these 2 other cats that I'm, like, always trying to outdo on a verse, on a song, and it's always a competition. So it's like, now that I'm by myself, it's kind of different. Like, now I'm just trying to work on my skills as a creator and make songs.
For real. That's hip hop though, competition, man, because it always been like that. Motherfuckers always gonna compare the verses on the song. What's the name killed you on that shit? Yeah. Even though both collaborating, it's always gonna be that friendly competition, man. Like,
oh yeah.
It just is what it is. It's all love though, you know?
For sure.
Friendly competition and camaraderie, like working with Last Gas. Like, we're always competing to just put our best foot forward. Man, I love what Terrence did with the drums on that track, or what Tyler did on bass. Man, I love what you wrote for Nezzy did, or whatever the case may be. Like, that's what made our last album so great. Everybody was ready to get in their bags. Everybody was feeding off of each other to make sure, like, man, that dude brought it with his part, his contribution to the song. I gotta get it. I gotta go in.
Oh yeah, I mean, rap is a gladiator sport, so it's natural to be in fight mode. So I ain't gonna knock y'all for that. But
y'all ever rewrote y'all verse? Like, y'all heard a nigga shit that you was gonna collab with, and like, no, I gotta write my verse over real quick. Y'all ever did that?
Nah, I haven't. I'll be real, I haven't. I thought about it.
I thought about it sometimes after the fact, like, damn, I should have did that shit, but fuck it.
I definitely thought about it.
When I heard somebody rap me their verse, and I just looked at my verse, I'm like, okay, I gotta change up some line. Not rewrite a whole verse, but change up, like, man, they brought it. Okay, let me put this hard line in. Like, I went back and drafted again. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that though, shit.
Nah.
Some of the great, they did that shit, like, being whole groups compete with each other.
I would say the fact that we all write our own shit is big anyways, because nowadays everybody has a ghostwriter, so.
Man, and I'm trying to be one.
I mean, I'd be cool with a check as a ghostwriter myself if it doesn't go where I want it to go in the next 10 years as an artist. Like, I'd be cool with that, but I'm not making it my goal, though. Like, I want to be in the forefront.
I feel it.
But nah, since we on the topic, though, of who y'all worked with, man, like, why don't y'all name some of the artists that y'all tapped in with in the past, present, and then who y'all plan to work with in the future?
Well, okay, for the most part, I was like the lead writer of Courtney Moore's debut album, Sinful, R&B album, and I was the lead writer of last album, Seen Not Heard, and I've done collaborations with Mitchie Moore, Young Pharaoh, Dollar D. If you're not hip to him, that actually is one of my favorite rappers. And yeah, Dollar D, Paper Trell, my cousin Wonder Mike.
Oh, okay, that's your cousin?
Yeah, my blood cousin. Yeah.
Damn, that's wild. Well, I can see the resemblance now that you say it.
Yeah, he's on my EP that's out right now.
Okay, shout out to him.
Yeah, it's a plethora of cats, but yeah, I'm gonna just leave it to that.
Okay, what about you, Trell? Trell got a whole A-list of local celebrities and shit.
Hey, first, shout out Wonder Mike, bro. Like, I wrote 2 courses, 2 different songs he did for Get With Me and Aunt Jean. That nigga got a hell of a voice, man. So yeah,
man, he's always my whole, pretty much, like, when I move back, like that dude, because I really don't even like singing like that. And it's because of him. Because it's like I can sing nice, but he really is, like, there's nobody in R&B fucking with Wonder Mike here, without a doubt.
For real.
Myself included, that he is that dude in Kalamazoo and West Michigan period of R&B.
I could agree with that. I feel like if he really, like, buckled down and solely did, like, music, like, and was on the music tip, I think he could get somewhere with
he's
it.
got shit. He's got shit in his stash also. Like, he's coming. That man, he's done showed me some shit. He ready.
Bad.
So be on the lookout for that.
Because I definitely want to have him on here and talk to him about some shit. But my fault, Trell, we kind of drifted away.
He's good, man. Shout out Wonder Mike. But shit, who else I worked with? Since we on singers, Sid Dog was like the first singer I worked with. You know, he was kind of the nigga that got me back into rap shit. Like, damn, Trell, you need to get on this shit, bro. Motherfuckers don't know talent until you show up, for real.
That's what's up.
For real, he really got me back in the studio with Touche and them, so I worked with him a lot. And he the only singer I ain't never wrote for. Everything he did, except one song, he always wrote the hooks. But any other singer, I wrote for, like, shit, who else? Wonder Mike, Jalen Mack, a couple other people that ain't really artists, but, they got vocals and shit.
You got a lot of rap collaborations too, bro. Like
raps, yeah. Cat O'Brien, Kid Savo. Shout out Savo, bro.
Yeah, shout out Savo.
You and Zach, bro.
Yeah.
Ooh. Hell yeah. What's up? Damn.
You gave me a hell of a verse on the song we did for my new joint. I can't wait for people to hear that. That shit gonna be fire.
Codeine OGs. Real. Yeah, bro. Shout out to all them for real. Yeah, man, I'm waiting out that shit, bro.
2021, man, we out here. I want to do a video to both of the shits that I got y'all on.
I was so hyped for that project to come out in the summer. I was like, oh, he about to drop. I'm like, man,
it's a double album, man.
I gotta tell you what I want to do, bro.
Huh?
This shit I gotta tell y'all this shit I want to do. Like, everybody that I worked with so far, I want to do like you ever heard of that song Headed for Self-Destruction? But like by all the old rappers from the 80s, like MC Light, Heavy D.
Yeah.
I have heard that.
Like, I want to give it a cold ass producer and make a Kalamazoo version of that shit. Put some sauce on it, of course. That's kind of like one of my little next sub goals.
Okay.
Try to get like a super feature.
Well, shit, you got my information, so whenever you're ready, I'm available.
Yeah.
So, since we on that, I want to know, because even throughout the world, in our local scene, it happens. How do y'all feel about people putting categories in rap and hip hop? Like, instead of just saying it's just one genre of music, people go, "Oh, that's a trap rapper, or that's a backpack rapper, or whatever the case may be." Like, does it bother y'all when people try to like put you like in a box?
It's two ways. Like, if someone was try to put me into a box, I would probably feel away. But I think it's also like necessary to be descriptive of who does what. So like, okay, they do this, they do this, they do this. So you know who to check for,
right?
For your particular tape.
That's one take on it. What about you, Trell?
Yeah, bro. I hate being placed in the box. Like, it's hip hop, bro. That's what I feel like. It's just music. I guess it's good to keep track of shit, like, as far as, keeping records, but place a person in boxes up, because humans, bro, one thing we do, we change, we dynamic. We gonna feel different ways. How we feel on one song, how we feel about it on another song.
Right. I agree with that too.
Yeah.
So just moving forward, like, what would y'all say that you guys are looking to fulfill as artists? And then also, like, what are you looking to gain, like, at the end? Like, like, let's say, you're touring or you making buku money off your music and catalog. Like, what's the end goal of it all?
The end goal of me as an artist, generational wealth. Regardless if I'm on the front line as an artist, whether I'm a producer, an A&R, a songwriter, whatever the case may be, I just want to be a part of this because hip hop it's like in my DNA now at this point, and I want to be a part of it, and I want to get what I feel like I've earned out of it. And be able to pass that on to all my people, my descendants, and things of that nature.
Okay. I like that.
Spread it. For sure.
Shit, what about you, Trell?
Yeah, definitely. We all want the money, and we want to get paid for it. I'm not going to give that in. I feel like and all this shit, I just want to be one of them niggas remembered for making people listen. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing music's supposed to do, is put you in a state of mind. And I just want to remember for getting people through them hard times, you know, uplifting your frequency, whatever song you listen to, or however you feel. You know, I hope it's doing you some good. You know,
I feel that, man. I like that.
Leaving the mark on people, bro. That's real power.
Absolutely, man. So, you know, it's getting pretty crazy in the zoo, man. And we didn't touch on it earlier like I wanted to, but we can touch on it real quick. So everything that's going on with like the shootings and everybody doing the most in our city, like, do y'all feel there's anything we artists can do to like try and reach like the younger people that's like out here like wilding? And do y'all think maybe we not doing enough now, like to show them like it's more to life than what is being presented right now?
Us as artists, what can we do?
Yeah, because, you know, our voice is like very powerful, whether we believe it or not. Like, music is very influential, and then our personal, you know, like how we are in our personal life is very influential as well.
Well, I mean, besides what I said about, you know, having a legacy of generational wealth through my music, what I do want to like is to, if anything, if I ever had like a target demographic or whatever, things of that nature, it was always to let other young Black youth, specifically young Black males, know that, yo, it's cool to be yourself. You can do whatever. Like, you do not have to do this to fit in. You do not have to do this. So you can be this. I promise you that it's not going to be uncool if you grow up to be a pilot and you from the hood. I promise you it's not going to be uncool if you grow up to be a lawyer or even, and if it is uncool, so what? You got to do what you got to do for you and yours.
Right.
I think the problem in Kalamazoo right now is just there's so many people that just don't fulfill what they want to do. So you get shooting, you get people living hopeless out here, you know. Like, if anything that I want to do with my artistry is I want to let you know that, yo, do what you got to do for you in the long run. Get out the way, get all this, go put your focus on something that's going to be profitable to you, not just with the money, but profitable with you and your spirit. Like, you actually enjoy doing this, you know?
Absolutely. I dig that. What about you, Trell? Like, what's your take on it? Because I see, you know, you deal with kids more often, and, you know, you got, you know, what you do, you know, you got your relatives you spend time with and stuff like that. I see you post about it a lot.
Yeah, my siblings, yeah. I just try to be a walking example, bro. You know, one thing, of course, in some of my music, I try to put that message, think better, do better, that. But one thing about these kids, bro, they smart. I'm gonna call you out of hypocrisy. You know what I mean? You always preach, but you know what I'm saying, on some ratchet shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be real. And if they get, bro, kids and like, just be around and continue to strive for better. That's all I say. Because, you know, you're not perfect. You're perfect. And legit put these kids violent. Man, just be you as much as possible. Like, just be real with that.
I feel that. Now, it was a little choppy, bro. So, like, some of that advice was in and out. I don't know what you got going on.
Can you hear me now, bro?
Yeah.
All right. Bro, I was just saying, it's just we just got to pay attention to the kids and really see what they got going on, because they gonna be interested in the street shit. It's too fantasizing, you know. So I feel like everybody got caught up in it at once, but you know, the people that really been in that shit really need to tell them like the real game, the real dangers of this shit,
right?
And not make it so fantastical. But, you know what I'm saying? Being in the streets ain't all glory. It ain't all, you know,
right?
Like flashy and shit. If that shit can get real, that shit can fuck your head up. Like, you can lose friends and shit out here for real. You can lose yourself. You ain't even got to be dead or in jail. You could just waste your years and end up being a bum. So, you know. And when I see a kid is like kind of a lost cause at a point, and at that point I tell them, whatever you gonna do, you better just do that shit 100%. Don't half-ass shit you do, you know.
Right.
If that's who you are, that's who you want to be, you want to walk in your truth. Experience is the best teacher. You better get that shit your all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Teach they care about themselves.
Right. And I feel like part of the problem is like a lot of older people give up on younger people when they feel like they're a lost cause. So then they just throw them out to the street and just be like, all right, you're on your own at this point. Instead of just taking time out with them and teaching them things and walking the right path and just like leading by example. I feel like our generation, you know, we had Big Mama, we had whoever we needed to, you know, set us straight and teach us what we needed to be taught. But now, you know, I do feel like it plays a part when people have kids like really young, like as teenagers, like they're not fully developed and then they're raising generations and it just continues on. But at the same time, it's like life is about choices and like you have the choice to be different. You're just not choosing to. So, but I don't know. I just feel like, you know, music wise, you know, it's good that we try to interpret certain things in there to like steer them right. But at the same time, I just feel like we got to take more time out and just do things that get them excited and just show them like, all right, you can still be Big Goat and be.
I really like what Trellion said about being a walking example. Like that's really the best thing, you know. Like being like showing them like, look here, man, I'm getting it, and I'm also out the way.
Right.
That's the best. They want to see. Okay, like it would be hard for a bum to tell you, hey, stay out of da-da-da-da-da. Okay.
Right.
What can you tell? Like, yeah, they got to see somebody that looks like them. They got to see somebody that they can relate to that's moving right. And more people that they see that they respect, you know. That's why I really like a lot of the street rappers of today, like the Moneybag Yos, the G Herbos, the cats that are move a little smarter than your average ones. Like, yeah, they came through this, but they also
had a plan.
And they tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly of what goes on in the street. You know, like this is what comes with this. Yeah, we got a lot of money. We ended up pulling a lot of fine women. Hell yeah. But look what it cost us. We lost a lot of homeboys out here. We lost time. We lost some of our freedom at times, you know, things of that nature.
Absolutely, man. I agree. Well, you know, we got to get on up out of here, but you know, hopefully the people that's watching and listening take what we said and, you know, they apply it to their everyday core life values and they, you know, make changes in their environment and, you know, lead by example, you know, and whatever it is they choose to do in life. But off camera, you know, I do want to link with y'all, see if it's some things that maybe we can try and put together. Like if COVID clear up, you know, try to do something for these kids in our community and be a voice in our community. Because it feels like a lot of the old heads is just very judgmental and all they do is make posts on social media and they're not really helping the situation. So like maybe we all could figure something out, throw an event or something like that, you know. Get other artists that want to have parts in it, or it ain't even gotta be just artists, but just people in general that's like public figures like we are.
It is like a big generational gap right now, without a doubt.
Well, man, again, I want y'all to do y'all social media so the fans can follow y'all and then promote whatever it is y'all got going on.
Okay. You can follow me on Twitter and IG at #1 of many talent. No underscores, just the #1 of many talent. Facebook, Sheridan Harris. YouTube, Sherdizzil, SHERDIZZIL. That's YouTube and SoundCloud.
All right. What about you, Trell?
Say, go on YouTube, Google, type me in, Trellion Trell, TRELLION, space Trell, TRELL. Follow me on Instagram at Michigan Trail 269, Michigan Trail on YouTube, and 33 Steps to EP out on all streaming platforms right now.
All right, bet. And then if you want to follow the Ed Blair podcast on all social media, it's at the Ed Blair Pod. Or if you want to follow me personally, it's at Notorious Blair on all social media. Definitely stream the albums, EPs, singles, whatever. Just type in Ed Blair. I pop right up. If you want to buy some merch, you can check out my website as well, VarsitySquadCollective.com. There is a sale going on where I got free shipping on everything. So definitely cop. I appreciate y'all, though. We're going to get on out of here. And y'all make sure y'all tap in with me. And when y'all got some new projects going on, feel free to shoot them to me. I'll blog them for y'all on our website. And then I'll have y'all come back on and do promo interviews for y'all's upcoming projects.
Already, man. Most appreciated you using your platform.
No problem, man. That's what it's all about, man. I'm not selfish. I'm happy to share my platform. So anytime y'all want to, get some press in, just feel free to hit me up.
All right, no doubt.
All right, y'all. Peace.
All right, peace, bro.